Okay, so we're live for part 4 of A Bitter Harvest, the conclusion of A Bitter Harvest, where we watch all the threads unravel. We've been building up this mystery and unraveling the threads as we go, and I think our team of adventurers have figured most of it out, and now it's time to go back to town and maybe stop or intercept an orc war party that's headed there, or get there before them, and confront some people in town. So why don't we get someone or all of you to do a quick recap of what took place last week? And don't all volunteer at once. It's always Ruby that does it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off this week. I will
I did
recap
it
the
1 week.
recap, but I'm gonna let somebody else do it.
Oh yeah,
I
Barsh
did it
did.
1 week.
Barsh did it one
Yeah.
week. That's right. That's right. Okay. Do you want me to? How
I
about I,
was
kick
giving
it off?
Irk the chance to do it.
I'll kick it off, and you guys can jump in. So we picked up the following morning after your meeting with Maximilian, Andre, and Waldman, where you guys were asked to go to accompany Waldman to the Horned Monk to go spy on the mutant camp to see what's going on there, get some numbers, get an idea of what they have in store, and head on back to the village of Vorburg to warn everybody and let them know so they can prepare. So you guys set on out. First stop was a cabin of old Tom and his wife, Lady Ursula, who appeared to have left in the direction of Swansea recently. There was tracks in the mud. You guys helped yourself to some rope inside their cabin, left some money behind, which Waldman
Just
was
borrowing,
yeah, just borrowing.
and the money was not left behind. Actually,
Oh, right, because Waldman was not. He didn't pick up on that, did he?
there was a note that Maximilian would cover any costs.
Oh, right. That's right. Maximilian's fronting a lot of costs for you guys on this adventure. So from there, you guys set out. And it took you about half day's journey to get to the Horned Monk itself. At which point, there's a small struggle climbing up onto to the mountain itself. It wasn't much of a climb. I think it was only something like 6 yards or something like that. It's a very, very short climbing distance, but you guys eventually made it up. Once up there, it was discovered that you were being trailed by Klaus, the simple bar hand boy from the Cowardly Orcs bar in Vorburg, who idolizes Waldman. So you were forced to bring along this boy with you. And as you were making your way to the peak, the summit of the mountain, into an outcropping that overlooks the camp itself, Waldman was shot in the head with an arrow, and it was a fatal wound. He instantly died. And you guys set off, and you made chase for the attacker. And what you did was you captured a half-orc boy by the name of Gregor, who also around his neck had one of the strange medallions. That let me bring up a picture. Did I show this to you guys last week? Young Gregor had one of the strange talismans around his neck, which Waldman had, and you also found one in the graveyard for Katharina, Maximilian's daughter, who was killed by the orc war party 12 years ago. So you guys captured him alive. You did do a little damage to him. His hand's in pretty rough shape. It's crushed, and his calf or his Achilles heel was sliced open, I believe.
His calf, a dagger sunk deep into the meat of it.
Right. So you guys captured him, and then from there you got closer to the summit, and you looked down upon the camp. And old Edmund took it upon himself. Old roly-poly, rotund Edmund was your stealthiest of the bunch. Took it upon himself to sneak down to the camp to see what he could glean for information, what he could overhear, what he could see, what was going on. Now, between him and the camp was a kobold party, just kind of on the lookout. But he was able to make it past them, and he got up to the camp. Unfortunately, when he got up to the camp, he didn't have a great vantage point, and he wasn't able to gather much information. He saw a number of orcs. He saw a high orc. He saw some low orcs. He saw some kobolds. But he couldn't get a good grasp on their numbers. So he stayed there for a while, watching as long as he could. And he watched them leave and break off into groups. And the one to make note of was an orc war party led by the biggest, largest of all the orcs, the one they referred to as Gwar. They left the camp. So while he was sitting there waiting around watching, a young human girl, well, I shouldn't say young, but she's in her mid-teens, made her way over towards him, and let me bring up her picture here. She was shouting out old Gregor's name, and she was looking for him, your captive. And she made her way up the hill, almost to where all the other party is. And just as she hit the crest, she was slammed with a magic missile and brought to her knees. And you guys captured her. And it was found out at this time that this was Katharina, Maximilian's daughter, who had disappeared 12 years ago. And she spoke of Mother leading the orcs, and that Gregor was her brother, and that her and her mother had survived. And she too wore a talisman around her neck. And you've now captured her and her brother, and you guys are planning or on your way, or have yet to go back to the village now to report back on what you found, and possibly or hopefully warn them of the incoming orc war party.
There's a slight twist there at the end, Governor.
Oh, we got Edmund here.
Yeah, we told her there didn't need to be more violence because she noticed her other brother killed her other brother.
That's right.
And she's wanting us to all stop this because it doesn't need to be more violence other than the man who perpetrated it all.
Yes, she's willing to facilitate a parley, and she was going to speak on the village's behalf. That's right. Thank you, Edmund. Did I leave anything else out?
I think you got it all.
Awesome.
I think where we left off, we were just about to start sprinting down the hill to try and get ahead of the orcs.
Double time.
Double time.
Hey, okay, grab my coffee real quick.
Okay. I'm sipping on mine. Okay. So, what do you want to do with Katharina? Like, are you going to bind her, or how do you want to transport her? Gregor, have you've put something in his, you've gagged him, have you not? Because he was hooping and hollering, and you have his hands bound, from what I remember.
I don't know what you guys are thinking. I'm thinking we should give her a little credit and let her come running down with us, especially if she's going to be trying to talk on the side of the town.
She could run in front.
With you?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, Ruby'd be okay with her in front of Ruby.
Yeah,
She-
yeah.
If she doesn't get too far, just tell her, like, don't run away or we'll have to assume the worst.
We'll have to kill you.
There will
Run
be another
with
magic
us.
missile.
So
All
we'll
right.
have to assume the worst. But Gregor's going to need help, right? He's got his calf is blown out, his hand
I'm
is
gonna have to leave
smashed.
Gregor behind.
Did you?
No,
Can't
we
keep
can't.
up.
Didn't you administer something to him? Didn't you bandage up one of his wounds
Yeah.
or something like that? You did.
Yeah, we helped him out, but I mean, he's still not gonna be able to run.
He's still hobbled.
Yes, he is. He is. After you,
But he's a half orc. He's strong.
he is strong. He looks like a grown human, but he's a 12-year-old boy. He's in a big, massive body.
All I know is we have to get to town so we can kill Maximilian before everybody else gets there.
Kill.
Oh, yeah, he's paying.
Oh, wow, this
He's
is.
paying for his crimes.
It escalated quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I gotta
yeah.
say, it might be more worthwhile to just hand him to the orcs.
Okay.
He'll definitely
how?
pay for his crimes worse than whatever you're gonna do.
Then how will our legend grow? That doesn't make for a very good story.
Fair enough. Off with his head.
He has it coming.
All right, let's start running. We'll ask, I guess, Gregor if he can make it down to the camp by himself.
Corey, thanks for following. Much appreciated. We have a new follower. Welcome. We're just planning on what to do with our captive. So we head back to Vorburg. All right. So, with Waldman dead, you guys don't know these woods that well, and you're going to have to retrace your steps back the way you came to Vorburg. So what I'm going to do is you guys need
The
to
girl
make...
should know.
Who?
The
Katharina?
girl should know fairly well, Katharina.
Yeah, you can go ahead and ask her.
Katharina, you know where you're going?
No, we're not from this area. We're here because Mother said so, but we're not from this land.
Can I see the stars, Matt?
It's daytime. Remember, it's a half day's travel, so
Never-
it's like just after noon. We'll say it's like 1 o'clock. It's a half day's travel. Took you guys a full day's travel back and forth. So it took you half a day to get there. It's going to take you half a day to get back.
Never mind. I think I'm going to roll navigation here.
We're gonna do
Got a. How hard of a roll?
For navigation?
Yep.
I'm sure we left the trail because we weren't thinking about covering our own tracks on the way here. So, maybe like survival or something to like find our own path.
Yeah, like you guys are going to be able to find your way back. It's not going to be too difficult because you did walk along the natural stone wall of the Horned Monk before you got to the point where you need to climb, and then it was through the forest. It wasn't too tough. What you're going to have to do is actually you're going to have to make a toughness test. And it's a standard one, and the point behind this is to try and make it back to the village before your horde who have a head start on you. So you guys are rushing as fast as you can, trying to make it back and get ahead of them. Okay.
Well, that's not a good start.
No, that's not a good start for Erg. Okay, so Erg, you did not pass.
Do you want us all to roll?
Yes, please.
Sorry, were we rolling?
We are rolling a standard toughness test, and this is to rush back through the woods to make it back before the mutant horde arrives at Vorburg. And to warn them. Eesh. Okay.
A very tough.
Ruby, you're gliding through the forest. You just barely made it. Wow, with the 36. Okay.
Where am I missing it? Where's the toughness at?
And
Skill.
brawn.
On brawn at the bottom.
Barsh, you're good.
Okay, I see.
Wow, look at you.
Very
59.
good.
Holy crap.
The dwarf.
That's
It's been
right.
a little rough, guys.
Admin 81. Okay, so everybody who failed, what I need you guys to do is make me a 2d10 plus 2 roll. And that's going to be physical peril that you're going to suffer from the trip back.
Ooh.
Say 2d10 plus 2.
2d10 plus 2.
Oh crap, I reroll that.
Yeah, reroll. So remember, you go on your character sheet. This is on the very, very, very first sheet. You got that peril threshold there. And you're going to fill it. Click off the number of dots appropriate to what you rolled. So like Barsh, yeah, you're imperiled now. Yeah, you got it. Not Barsh, I'm sorry, Erg. Barsh passed his test. Elric and Edmund, are you guys good on yours?
I'll hit the second peril, or the first peril sword. What? PT plus 6?
PT
Just
plus
12
6,
for
yep.
me. So I'm
you'd be
imperiled.
Imperiled, yep.
Yeah, same. I've got imperiled.
Okay. So you guys are imperiled. It's not too bad. So you guys are running back. You're going through breakneck speeds. You feel like you're getting ahead of them, but like you're rushing. You're not really paying attention. So you guys are stumbling over rocks. You're getting scratched and cut by branches and trees as you're going through. Ruby and Barsh, you guys are just bobbing, weaving, no problem. You got Katharina. She's in front of you. But Gregor is also taking a toll on you guys, and that kind of accounts for what you're experiencing. But you guys are making it back. You get down the Horn Monk. You get back down to the part where you guys had to climb up. Obviously, you take your rope back that you left behind there. And you're back going through the woods. But just as you get to the clearing at Old Tom's cottage. It could be Old Tom's cabbage as well. He's got a cabbage field. You guys smell and see fire. You get to the clearing. That is his property, and you see that his cottage is ablaze, and you see a number of orcs gathered around near a well, and it looks like there's a couple of bodies that they're dragging out and piling up next to the cottage.
How many orcs?
That's a good question. How many orcs are there? Let's see.
How many?
There
orcs
are
there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orcs and 6 counting the big boy you saw at the camp, Edmund. That big orc.
Yeah, it's the chief, dude. I saw him.
Have they seen us?
Not from what you could tell right now. I want everybody to go ahead and make me an awareness test also. Just a standard awareness test. Elric, Erg, Barsh. You guys are looking over this scene of horror and carnage, and you notice something particularly unnerving. The poor body of Klaus, who you sent back by himself, is nailed to the door of the cottage and disemboweled.
That was inevitable.
It was meant to be, says Ruby. So the larger...
How far away from the...
How
far away from the town? Yeah.
You guys are pretty close. It didn't take you long at all to get to Old Tom's. It was like just outside the town. So you guys weren't able to get ahead of them. You've now encountered them. So...
if we look past, can we see the town in the distance? Do we see any more fires burning?
You can't. You cannot see any fires burning.
What time of day is it?
At this point, it's about, let's say 4 p.m. Still daylight.
What time is dark?
Dark is around 7 p.m.
And it was the girl's name was Gertrude. Is that what it was?
It is Katharina.
All right.
Hey,
Who has a...
You stop your
has a-
boys.
Katharina, she looks just as horrified as you do. She goes, I can't stop them. Once they're going like this, they can't be stopped. They can't be reasoned with. They've got...
Who has the bow in the party?
I don't know if anybody has
You
a
what?
bow, but someone has a gun.
No,
I got a bow from that last time.
Oh, right.
I
you
do have a
bow.
gun.
I got simple ranged, but no bow yet.
How far are we from them?
From them, I will say you were about 60 yards away.
Okay. Who shot the magic missile?
Erg.
That would be me.
Who's me?
Erg,
Or
the ogre.
All right. So that's right. Ruby's tight with yogurt. She looks up. She says, "Will your magic reach that far?"
I can see them, right, Matt? I passed my
Oh yeah,
awareness.
yeah. You can see them. Everybody can
Yep.
see them.
Anything I
That-
can see.
That last test was to see Klaus strung up on the door.
All right. She turns to the party and says, "Quickly, decide. We take these, or we go on to the village and provide warning. Hurry." She starts pointing and turning her arm across the party and demanding people to say what they want to do.
How many orcs were there?
6.
6 orcs, and was it 7 counting the big boy, or was it 6? Here, let me.
5 and
5,
plus 1.
6 with the
Yeah,
big
6 total, 1 big boy.
Rosvin, what say you? Stay or leave? Fight or run?
Barsh.
Barsh doesn't back down from fights.
Edmund,
Barsh does
stay or
not.
fight?
Let's fight. I can't run anymore.
All right. She points to the wizard, the one with the gun and the bow. She says, "All 3 of you train on the leader. Take him down, and then draw the others here, and then we'll engage at the tree line."
Okay, the bow I got. What kind of bow is it?
Good question. Let me go to my
Let's say there's got hunting bow,
inventory here.
composite bow, long bow.
You have a hunting bow.
Said hunting.
Yep, hunting bow.
Okay.
Okay, so the way we're going to do this then, I'm going to give you guys a surprise round because they're not aware of you right now. I'm assuming that you're doing this from the tree line.
Yep.
So everybody who's making a ranged attack against Big Boy, you get a plus 20 to your attack action. And you roll an
Are we worrying about range?
It was 6 yards away.
Oh, 6 yards?
6 yards.
I
No,
thought it
I'm
was
sorry,
60
six-
yards.
60
thought-
yards. I just looked at my
60 is a
notes.
lot. 60 is like 3 times longer than my gun can shoot.
Well, that's why Ruby was asking, because she wants
60
to know
yards.
who can hit. Because whoever can hit from here, is gonna attack, and then as they come to range, we'll just fire on them.
This is my last ranged attack.
Who said that?
Erg.
The guy who can
Magic
shoot the
Missile
magic.
Man.
I've got like 15 is my I guess if that's
Cost
in yards.
reagents, right? And you don't have the reagents.
You guys could try
Yep,
to
only had
sneak
2.
closer.
They're 4 silver each.
Yeah, they're pricey. You guys could try to stealth up there and get closer.
Okay, Rubio asked, do you want me to draw them to the tree line, or do you want to attack them, sneak up and attack them?
Either way, they're getting crushed. I don't sneak too well.
I am no
That's a good
tactician.
idea.
It's like a hunting bows. I've got like 15 yards. It's like
Hey.
that's kind of a short distance.
Does can Ruby tell? Does that orc party have any ranged weapons on them?
What did Ruby get for her awareness check? No, Ruby cannot tell.
Does anyone see ranged weapons on those orcs?
Do they, Matt?
I'll look.
Yeah, let me see for the people who passed. No, they do not.
No range. Draw them to us.
All melee.
All right, who's got a how many arrows do we have in that bow?
10.
All right, she's gonna nod to the. I don't know what the range of the gun is, but I assume it's shorter than the bow.
No, it's longer. It's 25 yards.
25 yards is the range. Of the bow. What about the
it's
gun?
like the gun or it's a pistol, but basically it's base of X plus your PB, and I have a pretty good PB.
Can you shoot it from here?
25 yards. I can shoot from the tree line up to
Okay.
25 yards away.
Up to,
Up
and
25
how far are
yards.
they?
60 yards out.
Okay.
Basically, there's like a small field between you guys and the house where the orcs are at. So that's why it's been cleared for like crops and such, and that's why it's such a far distance from where you are to where they are. You're in a shelter belt of the trees themselves.
All right. Well, we don't necessarily need to. It's kind of stupid for us to take all, because we're going to basically. How many of us are there?
5.
And there's 6 of them.
Yeah.
We'd be
Basically,
well, this is stupid. We'd be toe to toe. It's dumb.
Ruby.
All right.
We can try to go around.
She's going to look at the girl that's with us,
Yeah, Katharina.
Katharina. She'll look at Katharina and say, "Can we take them in a fight?"
She looks at them, she looks you over, and she goes, Yeah, I think you guys could do it. You seem capable. You
Who
have
are you going to fight for?
You have
when the fight-
a witch amongst you, and she looks at Erg.
Who are you going to fight for when they come?
I do not want to take a side. I just want to end this. Do you wish for me to try and end this peacefully?
Yeah, is that what you want?
I want to avoid bloodshed of innocence if possible.
Ruby will
the
look back.
hunting bow should be able to shoot farther. 9 plus your PB is going to be your minimum range, and then it's double and triple for a medium and long.
Yeah,
It's 9 plus PB, which is 6. So I've got a 15.
Yeah, so that's short range. You can double that to 40, or double it to 30 and triple it to 45 for medium and long range.
And we're still 15 yards short then at that point, because it's 60 yards.
Do you guys want to try and get closer? Do you want to try and get
Well,
through the field closer?
Ruby will look at the party and say, "Look, we can engage these orcs. Most of us, if we win, most of us won't survive."
Wow. You think so?
Do you want to? Is this where you guys want to make your bones? And by that I mean die. I'm willing to fight, but I just want to tell you, we can't. It's open field. We can't surprise them from here. We're gonna have to creep up, and you guys suck at creeping.
Speak for yourself.
Well, you've always been bragging like you could take on 3 people.
I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about the rest of you. I don't want your blood on my hands.
You have to get past you to get to me. Because I'm standing back here shooting a gun.
We
All
need
right.
to stop talking and decide.
Why don't we send her up, see if she can talk to them, and while she's doing that, let's circle around, get to the town, get them to lay their defenses down and prepare at least so it's not a complete slaughter. They can get the women and children out behind them, behind the lines, and start heading out.
I know a cave we can send them to.
Yeah, come on. So Ruby's not going to wait for a response. She'll turn to the girl
Yeah.
and say, "Go. Why don't you go and see what you can do? Try and talk them out of it. We're going to move across the tree line behind them and head to town and see if we can get the town prepared and get the women and children out."
And she says, "Well, I can't."
Yeah, their blood's up. She already said they will not be able to be talked out of it now.
No, she says, I think we've been spotted. And you guys look up, and these orcs are closing in on you pretty darn fast. They're about 30 yards out right now. While you guys were
Okay,
chatting
well,
this whole time, they made their awareness check, and they're heading your direction. So we no
30
longer have
yards.
surprise round, and we're gonna. Who is the person who didn't roll initiative? I think Edmund, go ahead and roll initiative for us because it is on.
You found my initiative.
So roll a d10 and add your initiative to it.
Oh, we get to fight now.
We get to fight.
Fucking one.
You're not the only one who rolled a 1 tonight.
Oh. Why doesn't this order them in the is this the turn order?
Yeah, this is turn order.
Why is it out of order? There you go.
Is that
Okay.
better?
That helps my OCD, thank you.
All right, so they're 30 yards out now. Let's do this. I had a map prepared, but we're in a bit of a different pickle, but we're going to go ahead and use this. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
All right, let's get things going here. I'm going to do 2 rolls for initiative for them. I'm going to do one for the big boy, and I'm going to do one for the group of the little guys.
By the way, if you brought us to a new map, our turn order's on the old map.
Oh, come on now. I can see it
That's
on
how
mine.
Roll20 works. It's by map.
Can you
Only
see
the
it?
DM will. Only the DM will see it.
You can't see it right now?
Nope, because it's on a different map.
Oh, you're killing me.
That's how Roll20 works, and
Yeah.
it works that way for specific reasons, so you can do things on another map without your player seeing it.
Well, what if I do this? Do you see Elric at a 20 now?
Nope.
Ruby at 17? No?
I see 0-0.
Oh, you guys.
You have to add a turn for all of us, and then
Okay.
put in the numbers on this map.
Well, fiddlesticks. Let's do that quickly. Barsh.
I'm looking at my old number.
What is this 6 on short distance mean? 6 feet?
Yeah, feet are yards.
Yards.
They're called.
Yards,
They're referred to
okay.
as yards in this system. Everybody, remember your numbers because we're gonna have to put them on there again.
I
17.
don't remember mine. I'm looking now.
Oh, that is a big character.
Elric, thank you,
Cast giant growth on him.
Wow.
and Edmund.
Nice.
Yes.
Right next to York. Oh, okay.
And shrink.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's.
Is mine on the other initiative on the other tracker?
I gotta add you all to the tracker here. Let's get you down there.
No,
That
I mean, is my
turn-
initiative on the other? Oh, here it is. It's 9.
Let's
Nine.
get you all on there, and we'll do this all over again because this is our first combat ever.
To see your picture, you can enter your own initiative.
Yes.
I'm trying.
Ruby, Edmund, Barsh. Okay.
It's not really letting me enter my initiative.
If you click
Me
where the
either.
number is.
Nope.
Ruby, you had a 17, right?
I'm trying.
Oh, it let me.
17.
17. Barsh got his 9 in there. Erg, what did you have? 7. Edmund's 9. Perfect.
I'm sorry. No, I rolled a 1.
And we'll do that. And let's go ahead and let's roll for these orcs.
Someone gonna die.
You guys have fate points. Don't worry.
Our fate points are gone too.
No. The fortune points and misfortune points have disappeared. That's fine. I can put them on this map. But fate points, we'll get on there. All right. So first up, we're gonna roll for the
Boss.
lesser guys. We'll get those.
It doesn't really matter if we die, though, because
A10.
we're testing
No,
the game.
This is the beginning of a long-term campaign.
Not for
Oh,
me.
Yeah, this is the last session for Elric.
Matt has agreed to run this until he hits retirement age.
Oh, did I? Lucky
That's
me.
what I heard.
Retirement.
Until he
age.
what? Retirement.
55. Freedom 55. Okay.
What, you guys in Canada, you retired 55?
Don't you?
42.
Hell no. 66 and a half, baby. That's when we collect full Social Security.
All right. Let's get these coins here because you'll probably be needing them. You guys have the combat cheat sheet available to you. If you go to your journal, under player resources, I have combat actions in there. So please refer to that. You have 3
I
action
don't
points.
see that at all. You need to share it with us.
What?
Run away like a...
What is it?
Try
no-
now. combat actions.
There you go.
Got it.
There you go.
All right. We'll get through this. Thanks for people who are watching and sticking with us as we get through combat. It doesn't happen often in this game, as you can tell. Because when you get in double combat, people die. So they've closed the gap. We're just going to use this and say that this is the tree line or whatever. We got the house there. Let me make sure that this is all lined up well and good for everyone. Okay, perfect. So, you are up first.
Hang on.
I'm hanging.
I can't see any of the bad guys' turn order. Is that the way it's supposed to be?
Hang on a second.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. But they have an 11 and a 10. The big boy has an 11 and...
Oh, yeah, no. They're there. I see them now. Okay. There's circles with red around them.
I'm going to use a Hans shot first, actually.
Yes, I love the name of that. So when combat begins, you gain 3 APs that must be used immediately at the top of the initiative order, even if you were surprised. Once spent, determine your place in the initiative ladder and take your turns normally. If more than 2 smugglers are present, with the highest PB goes first. All right, so Hans shot first.
So how do I target this dude?
So what you do is, oh geez, it's been a while. You don't target them in Roll20, do you, Wes? Man, it's been a while since we played in here. You just roll. You tell me what.
Nope, you don't have to target them.
Yeah, you tell me who you're shooting, and I have to do the calculations on my end. So go ahead, and it's going to be a standard roll. There's not going to be any pluses or minuses. Now, remember, in combat, you spend AP points, and you want to typically keep an AP to try and dodge or avoid attacks coming at you when it is the bad guy's turn.
Okay, since I get 3 and my load is 1, does that mean I get 3 shots?
No. You get 1 shot. You typically can't do more than 1 attack on a turn.
Yeah, it's limited to 1 attack, no matter how much AP.
Isn't that one that's close, kind of out by himself?
Yep.
Between us?
Yeah, at the house there? That guy?
No. The other guy, like near closest to the horse.
There you go. If you hold
guy.
the left mouse button, it does that ping. Anybody can do it. Players and DMs.
Okay.
That guy?
There we go.
Okay, so you want to target him? All right, go ahead and...
no penalties?
No penalties. Just a standard shot. And they see you and they're... Roar, roar, they're howling. Kill them, the big one says.
I'm pointing at the big one.
You, all right, so you fire, and the shot goes wide. The arrow misses its mark.
I'm
Is there
trying
anything
to find
else?
those gamma things, too.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That die didn't explode.
The damage one? No, it didn't.
Yeah.
It's Fury die. No, it didn't explode, and it should have.
No. That's a character sheet issue.
Ah, good call.
I don't have everything listed in there. I'm trying to like flip between this and the PDF.
It didn't explode?
It didn't explode.
No,
but it
because
should
I
have.
only see.
I see
maybe
a 6
it
and
made-
yes, 6 and then the 3.
It did explode to a 3.
So does he? He
Yeah.
doesn't have his bonus for
Doesn't have
whatever
any of the
stat he's tied
bonuses.
to it. Okay, gotcha.
We just told everybody he was bad at what he does.
All right, so it went wide. Is there anything else you want? Do you want to move? Do you want to get away further? Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Edmund? Do you want to close a gap
Reload your gun.
or your arrow, your bow?
Now, if I'm behind my people, can I shoot past them, or is there penalties for that in this one, or what?
No, you can shoot past them. They'll get out of your way.
Yeah, I'm actually going to spend an AP to reload to pull another arrow. And is it cost AP to move, or can you just move?
It's called maneuver.
Cost
yeah,
AP
cost
to
1.
move.
Cost
Yep.
an AP to move.
Okay, then I'm going to move behind. I can't do it. We're on the edge of the map, but I'm going to back up behind the beefier people. Beefiers and muscle, not table muscle.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're 1 step back.
Now it's top of the order.
All right, so now Elric. Hans shot first. That was cool. It's cool. I wish it had hit.
Nice
and
move.
You had turned him into a dunderhead.
That's a pretty good ability.
Now, don't forget about perilous stunts in combat, because these are the things that are going to change the tide of battle. As you read through those things like chokeholds, dirty tactics, disarm, knockouts, splinter shields, stunning blows, and takedowns. This is how you can turn things around in your favor, rather than just like swinging and hitting or missing, because these guys are able to dodge and parry, right? And these things give you a little bit of extra advantage come combat. So Elric,
Are those listed? Oh, I see. They are listed on there.
they are listed. They're right underneath attack options.
Oh, they take only 1 AP as well, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They have to have certain actions, though, at certain times, it looks like.
Yes. Just keep that in mind. Do you want to level your pistol and shoot at one of these orcs?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot at the guy on the right-hand side by the road, the building.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. Woohoo! Go ahead. Describe your shot with your flintlock pistol.
Well, that damage number's like so amazing.
But you did hit.
Yeah. He levels his pistol, and a loud boom echoes as a iron bullet flies towards the target, hits him center mass.
So the bullet slams into the orc, and he lets out a... And he looks down, and he grabs his gut, and his blood oozing all over his hands, and he stoops down and falls to the ground and bleeds out. So what I'm doing with these mini orcs, I'm being a little nice. It's our first combat. I'm using the underling rules for the low orcs, and what that means is they have 1 hit point. They don't get to carry over and reserve action points.
They're minions.
They're minions. So you basically 1 hit and you kill them. I'm being a little kind here. I know Ruby was a little worried. She thought this was it. Someone was going to die, but maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Is there anything you want to do with your remaining points, Elric?
Yeah, I'm going to... Is there anywhere for me to take covers, or like a bale of hay or a pile of cabbage or something?
Yeah, let's say like behind you guys, just a couple yards back. There'll be a place like a bale of hay that you can, or a cart that's
I'll
parked.
move and
Aren't we by the tree line?
No, I think we moved forward, didn't we?
Yeah, we moved forward. The map that I made was for the cabin. We're doing a little bit of theater mind here. We're also using the map in place. So I'm gonna grant and allow, saying 2 yards back, a couple yards back. There's gonna be their wagon from coming back is sitting there in the field because they had left a day or two before.
I'm gonna take cover behind the wagon so I can start reloading on my next turn.
Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, Ruby, you're up.
Okay. How long does it look like? How many rounds does it look like it would take these orcs to get near us?
It really depends on what their movement is, and you're not too sure.
Okay. And would being on top is the wagon something I could get on top of?
Yeah, it's like an open back wagon. It's for like putting like hay and stuff, stacking it into, so you can get into it.
Would she be defensive in there? Would she get some bonus to protection from attack up there? Like high ground type thing?
Against ranged weapons, yeah.
What about when these guys rush up?
Not if they just jump into the back with you, no.
Okay. Would she get any advantage to throwing her knives from up there?
No.
Is there anything else that she could climb up that would be higher?
Erg?
Yeah?
Your ogre. He's taller.
You can clamber up me.
He's taller than the wagon.
8'10".
So if she's on top of his shoulders, would she have any disadvantage to throwing her knives?
You'd have to definitely clamber up there first, and once you're up there,
Okay.
stay in place.
All right. So what she's going to do is she's going to spend a point to climb up Erg, and if she gets settled up there, then she's going to spend 2 points to or a point to take careful aim at a whichever orc approaches Erg, and she's going to throw a dagger to put him down when he gets in range, which is within 1 square.
Okay, so you're using the take aim action. Spend 1 AP to a plus 10% chance to your next attack or perilous stunt on this turn.
Yeah, but
Okay.
And then she's also spending an AP to get up. She'll have an AP point to throw the dagger when it gets within 1 square, and she saves. She's got a point in reserve for she gets an extra point, but she'd have to use that for parrying, and she's going to have her. She has her rapier out, ready to go for that. All right.
Okay. Yeah, you get that bonus one for
Right.
parrying, don't you? That's right. I was gonna say, where'd you get your 4th AP from? Where's this coming from, Ruby?
It's coming from my time in Pathfinder.
Oh, right. Right. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Which one do you want to target? Go ahead and ping the one. Just hold the left mouse button on the one that you want to attack.
Well, it's got to be the one that comes up to where's my half ogre?
He is right next to you.
All right, so first let me make sure I can climb up my half ogre. Do I need to roll coordination?
No, I'm gonna say he goes ahead and assists you.
Okay, so I'm gonna get up on his shoulders, and then got dagger in one hand, rapier in the other, and whoever comes near me is who I'm gonna ping. So whichever one closes on the half ogre, he's a likely target because he's so big.
So you're wanting to do like a hold action sort of thing?
Yeah. Well, I have no choice, right? Because I have my range on that thing is 6 yards. Is that right? Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
My range is 6.
So you want to do the wait until later to use your AP, but place yourself lower down on the initiative. Because then if you do that, that's under special actions. You don't do any of that clamoring or anything else. You have to wait completely, but you put yourself further down the ladder.
Well, I can't get up on his back and then wait to throw the dagger when somebody comes up?
Correct. The wait action is 0, but you wait until later to use your APs, plural, but place yourself lower down on the initiative ladder. So there's nothing like D&D or Pathfinder where you can set it up, and then once that trigger hits, you initiate the remainder of your attack. You have to just...
Can I get up?
You have to just wait.
If I'm close enough to throw my dagger, can I also get up him without being attacked with an opportunity attack?
How close do you have to be to use your dagger?
6 yards. So I guess
you basically need to be next to a guy. What's your movement?
Movement is 9.
9. So you could run up to 1. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you could run up to 1.
You could charge.
Yeah, or even just use your regular walk. Walk at movement times 1.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Screw this. I'm just going to go up. So this one over to the left here, this guy here.
Yeah.
He's a regular orc.
Yeah. From the looks of it,
how far away is
he's yelling and spitting obscenities at you. Come on.
All right.
You're going to die just like these two humans, halfling.
All right. So she's got. Here's what she's going to do instead. Then.
Pardon me.
Is moving an action?
Yes, moving is an action. Walk at movement times 1 invokes an attack of opportunity. If moving in and out of engagement, you could charge, like Barsh said. So you charge a movement times 2, and you add a D6 to your fury die for damage. Like, are you charging up there with your rapier, or are you gonna go toe to toe, or like, what are you thinking here?
Well, I was actually going to kind of hold the line and throw the dagger as he approached, but how many? Is like my movement is 9 plus 1d10. Is each one of these 1?
Each one of these is 1. Yeah. So you said it was 6 yards away.
Yeah. So I could throw this thing 6 squares.
Yeah, so you'd have to be like here, and you could toss it at him.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
well, then
here,
I'll
6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
yeah,
4,
I'll
5,
do that.
6.
I'll move
Yeah,
there.
move there, toss a dagger, and then... Okay.
Actually, I could probably toss a couple daggers, couldn't I?
Nope, one attack.
Only one attack action.
One attack, sir.
And then he could close the whole way.
Yep.
Can I
Probably.
can I continue to move after I throw?
Uh,
I think so.
I
Pretty sure you can move after.
I
If you have the
think
AP.
you can. Attack can only be one. Perilous stunts can only
think
be
that's
attempted
all.
once. Moving, you can do more than once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll move up to here.
Mhm.
That's one action point.
Yep.
I will
Ranged attack? Or
throw my
called
dagger.
shot. Which cannot
Throw.
be...
Okay, I'll throw. Yeah, I'll.
Oh yeah, you want to do ranged.
Yeah, I'll throw my dagger, and then I could still move back and then climb up the half ogre, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I
All right.
will. I will say so.
Okay. I don't. Just let me know because this is unfamiliar territory.
I know
for
this is
me,
brand new to us. This is brand new to all of us. This combat. We haven't done this before. We've avoided it.
Gonna
So
go ahead
it's
and
okay.
try and hit. Gonna go ahead and try and hit the half orc. So I have what's my roll? Is it easy or normal?
It is standard. Just go ahead and roll me a standard attack.
All right, here we go. Ruby attacking with her dagger. Yep,
Ruby, you
she
hit.
hits.
And yeah, go ahead and describe your killing blow.
Well, hold on. Does he get to try and deflect that?
No, because he's an underling. He's a minion. They don't get to dodge
Wow.
or parry.
So she
Hey,
hurls
Yona's in the chat.
her dagger. It catches him in the neck, above the armor, below the helmet, and he nothing dramatic. He just kind of crumples and folds in place.
All right, and he just spits up some blood and gurgles and falls over. Just notice Yona's in
And then
chat.
she
Hey, Yona, thanks for joining us.
She comes back and climbs up on top of her good friend, the half ogre.
Clambers up, Erg, Singe,
Full-blooded ogre, man.
Belch.
Not a half ogre.
Half ogre.
He's a
Come
full
on
ogre.
up.
Come
A full
on
ogre.
down.
Full ogre.
Good friend, the ogre.
Okay, now it is our underling. No, it's the big boy's turn. Bear with me. Let me go to his. I've got his card. I've got cards for all the bad guys here that I'm looking at. The all-in-one deck. He sees two of his men go down. He goes, kill them, slaughter them, and throw them with these other two. We'll burn them all down. When you guys
You
also-
come do it.
Ah, you challenge me, dwarf.
Oak War.
You notice that his skin is kind of like peeling and just kind of like falling off in places. It looks like there's something wrong with him. He doesn't look like the other orcs.
Seasonal alopecia.
Yeah, he got alopecia.
You're not too sure what's going on with this
Grandfather Nurgle been visiting this one.
guy. He looks a little sickly. What he does is he maneuvers over here, says, get in front of me, we'll charge them and take them.
Get in front of me.
And let's see, what else can he do here? No, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna do something else. Ruby, you just goaded him. What's he gonna do?
That was Barsh. They called him out.
He's gonna charge you, Barsh.
Please do.
Oh yeah, he can make it there, no problem. He lets out a yell, "Roar, step aside, I'll show you how this is done." And he breaks out this flanged mace and comes just charging at you. And let's roll to see what happens. So, because he's charging, He adds a D6 to his fury die. Let's see if he hits. That's the important thing. I just need to check something quickly here because okay. I just need to check some traits. Orcs have been known to not really like dwarves.
Oh, dwarves. Yeah, dwarves.
They're kind of like a favored enemy. You know
wolves.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. It won't
So
matter.
they sometimes get bonuses when it comes to attacking dwarves. So let me just
This is probably the biggest, the happiest you've ever seen Barsh.
that he's facing off against an orc. I think dwarves as well get some sort of bonus against orcs, do they not?
Yeah, they usually hate greenskins, but it's nothing. I didn't see anything. I didn't roll it because I did everything random. I didn't see anything like, hey, my book is in another room. I should have got it. I get it when we break.
So bear with me here. Let me see if he gets anything extra against you.
I got a surprise for him though.
So he has. Okay. No. Okay. Doesn't look like he's gonna have anything to help him here against you, Barsh, for now. So let's go ahead and make a straight roll. Oh! He did not hit. And unfortunately, I don't have any misfortune to spend on a reroll because you guys haven't spent any of your fortune yet. Because trust me, I would have rerolled that to slam Barsh.
What did he need to hit?
Well, do I need to tell you that? He needed a 55.
Less than 65.
Yeah, he needed 55.
I was close.
He's darn close. All right.
That's what he's looking for now. He's looking to see, does he get plus 10% for...
yeah, right? I'm going through my notes here. I'm like, okay, does he get anything else? No, it's all taken into account on the all-in-one card. So he's sitting there, and he charges over with this big flange mace, and he brings it down and slams it down towards you, and you just kind of sidestep, and you're cocky, and you're grinning, and you sidestep this thing, and it slams into the ground next to you, and he just, I'll kill you, dwarf. He lets out. Now with that, he says, men, charge them. Now his guys. So we've got a Barsh.
I was waiting to just use.
Oh! I forgot you had that. I forgot you had that. So, guys, give me some misfortune points, please. I want to spend these. It's combat. This is where I get to use them.
Yeah, we're all obliged to let you slaughter us.
All right, so one of them is going to charge towards Erg, because Erg, you're there, man. They're going for a big target. Let's roll another D100. He's coming at you with a war chopper, so it's like this mangled makeshift bone and steel bastardization of a axe that he's coming at you, swinging through the sky. I'll kill you, ogre. And he hits. And he hits you.
Do I get to roll a parry?
Yeah, you do. Go ahead. Use an AP to roll a parry.
Now, how do I do that, Matt?
So you make a combat skill base test to parry melee attacks for 1 AP deficit. Combat based skill test. So do you have a
Does that mean like simple ranged or something, or simple melee?
Yeah, I'm just going over your character.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Ruby's on his back with her rapier drawn. Could she use her remaining action point to parry for him?
No. He's not like he's got like controls and you're like he's like a mech that you're sitting in a robot. You're controlling him.
He's a mech.
He's your ogre mech.
Master Blaster.
That's for a goat.
No, but I mean, can I use my sword to parry? I'm right there.
No, he's not targeting you. He's targeting the ogre.
So what do I use here?
So go ahead. Where's your parry? I'm just finding on your character sheet here. Dodge. Parry, 42. So go ahead and roll a D100. And you want to... Is there a macro button for that? No. No, there isn't. Oh, there is.
The
just
actual
click parry.
names.
Yeah, click the word parry. There we go. Oh, the first time combat. Shrek mech. Yeah, Shrek mech, Yona. I like that. You're his Shrek
Where is
mech.
parry?
It
Where
is
is
on
On
the
talents and
trappings.
Yeah, by your right
On
below
the
your coin.
right-hand side. Do you want to spend a fortune point? Erg.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
I'm flipping it to a skull. Yes.
He's so happy.
I know. I am.
I still think Ruby should be able to parry for him.
All right.
There.
So describe it. You automatically you parried it. What does this look like, Erg? As this thing comes swinging his war chopper at you.
I casually block it with my staff.
Oh, look at you. All right. I like it. That's good. Okay. Shrek back for the win. All right. We got some more low arcs. Man, could you imagine if these guys weren't underlings? Whew, this would be tough. We're going to make this fair. We're going to spread it out. So one is going to go for Edmund and one is going to go for Barsh. So let's do
Now I was back, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, so then let's do this. Well, you guys are back. I'm just going to put both of you over here because you're back a space just to get you out of the way for combat. And we're going to
We're hiding behind the wagon.
We'll do that just to avoid confusion. So, Barsh, you're going to get 2 more on you because they're going to their master, their leaders. Oh, get over here and help me with this puny little dwarf.
Okay.
Barsh cares.
I was gonna do call a shot, but I need the AP for parries now.
You're just like, no, this is what I'm built for, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's
I'm
not.
made
He
for
is
this.
not.
Bring it
concerned.
on, orcs. Okay, let me roll their combat here. Okay, the first low orc. Come on, son, over. I'll kill you, dwarf. And completely misses. Whiffs. The second one, step aside, I'll show you how it's done. And slams his war chopper down into Barsh. Barsh, let me guess, you're going to avoid that with one of your AP points?
Yes, Barsh will quickly raise his Morgenstein and catch the blade and deflect it, and say, "Can keep trying, maggots."
Which only makes the matter. I'll kill him and drink his blood. Edmund. Yes, so you were further back. You're back towards the
I'm
wagon.
going to target one of them on Barsh.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Did
get
he
that
roll
one
the
without
block?
penalties?
Did you
He doesn't
roll the
have
block?
to. It's an ability that Barsh has. If he has an AP point and using a two-handed weapon, he automatically parries. So he spent one of his 3 AP.
Yeah,
my
Barsh
gosh.
is made for this. He's a pit fighter. He's an ex-pit
yeah,
fighter.
he's a
Warfare.
pit fighter.
Oh
Okay.
my
Dwarven
gosh.
warfare. I actually rolled it.
That's great.
Is there any
Yeah.
penalties for that one right there?
Nope, let's make it a standard shot. Shrek mech.
Son of a bitch.
It goes wide again. They're all kind
And
of
now
bunched up to
AP
one another,
reload.
and Barsh is dancing around. He's got his big 200 weapon, his Morgenstein, and you got to beat on them. You get him beat on them, and you let go, and it goes wide. Do you want to spend a fortune?
No.
No. Would you like to Benny that?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right.
The AP to reload, so I've got 1 AP left.
Barsh, buddy, this is it.
So Barsh is he stares directly at the large orc, and he is roaring and spit all in his beard and
Yeah.
everything, and he swings his Morgenstern at him.
Oh, it goes wide though. He actually, you know what? You hit him, but he takes the hit and he just grins at you.
I kind of want to use a fortune point.
I kind of want you to use a fortune point also.
No, don't do it. Save them.
Oh, you got five more fortune points. Do it.
We're going to need them for. Well, do what you want.
You're going to spend a fortune. Is going to convert it to him, and then he's going to use that to dodge your blow anyway.
Yeah, I would save them for when we need to save our lives.
All right.
I don't think you can use fortune points for dodging. I think you have to use fate points.
Just for a reroll.
No, but Ruby can. She's going to get down to combat now, so she can take a lot of shots with those.
We have fate points. Right?
Also, you're like, points. Don't use them, so I can use them.
Go ahead. Go ahead and use it if you want.
So what I'm saying is, don't we have our own? We have our own. Is it called fate points?
But fate points
you don't want to use the fate point.
Fate point is like if you're dead or like grievously wounded, it just undoes it. It undoes death or undoes that wound. You want to use the fate point for death. It's your get out of jail free card. Your fortune points let you reroll a failed skill test, must accept the outcome, gain an additional AP during combat on your turn, or treat a roll d6 chaos or fury die as a face-up d6. So, and I get to use them the exact same way. I don't get to use them any different. So I get the exact same options for myself. I get to reroll, I can gain additional AP, or make a fury die a 6, which means it explodes and I get to roll and add on to it.
You escaped this time.
This is tense. I love it. It's going longer than I thought it would, but it's pretty tense stuff. Even with underlings. All right, did you want to do anything else there, Barsh, or is that it?
No, I will save 1 point. I have 1 point.
Yeah.
I'm going to save.
Well, think about it. We're at the bottom of the turn order also, and they've already gone.
Oh, I am last.
Think about that.
I'm looking. I don't think there's much I can do except for.
Let's do this. I'm just gonna do this for.
You can't attack again, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So let's just waste AP.
Ugh, gross. Yeah, you can't attack again, but I don't know if you've got something in your bag of tricks that you wanted to use. That's why I threw it out there. You're at the end of the turn order. Look at this. Look at roll 20 for the win. Look at that. There we go.
You could do an inspiring words.
Yeah, he's just frothing and roaring at them, and he looks like he's really enjoying himself.
Or a litany of hatred. Intimidate them with that AP. Yeah.
Let's move that over a little bit.
Yeah, is there an
you can litany of hatred. Make an intimidate test. Number of foes equal to FB. Suffer -1 damage and peril threshold.
Yes, please.
You can use once per combat.
Yeah, I like that. Can anybody do that, or is that special?
No, that's a special action that anyone can do.
Oh, look at what I rolled. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Okay. All right, so what do I... Okay. So, you're doing this to all of the orcs?
I think up to his FB, right? Number of orcs equal to the FB.
Suffer
is your bonus.
1 damage and 1 peril threshold. Interesting. Okay.
You hurt their feelings.
You said up my FB?
Your fellowship bonus, yeah.
Suffer -1. Oh, -1 damage. So do 1 less damage to you and a peril threshold. Interesting.
Wow.
Okay.
So you see, had that'd be cool.
So you're doing that against the big boy?
The big boy and this guy I'm pinging.
He can do up to his fellowship bonus, which he has 2. So.
Okay, so the big boy, what do you say? What does this look like? Go ahead and describe it for me.
I've killed more orcs than you've got warts on your ass.
The big orc grins and spits on you. He horks. Spits on you. The other orc, which one was it you're pinging?
One to his right.
That one.
He is let's put a little face on him. He seems to have been affected by your taunts. And the big one just kind of slams him. He hits him. Slap out of it. So the high orc actually has an ability, cannot be intimidated. Steely Fortitude.
Oh.
Does he have an ability can't get his head crushed?
That he does not. No, he does not. All right. And we're at the bottom of the turn order. Erg. You're
I'm gonna return my attack here. I'm gonna use my staff.
okay. Yeah. Melee attack. The guy in front of you? Oh, it's a hit.
Yep.
Oh, holy
Damage.
crap.
Wow,
look at
look
that
at that
damage.
exploding
16.
What? Okay, you kill him. Go ahead and describe. Describe this killing blow with your staff on this
You
orc.
exploded him, Erg.
Wow.
I looking at that damage, I guess I drive it right through his head.
Just cave his head in.
Yeah.
All right, the big
That
one.
is
Roar! You're better than this. Don't fall to this dwarf and ogre.
For theatrics, could he have hit it so hard that he knocks its head off and into the other one makes a baseball swing to damage the one beside him?
You could have knocked it right off and into him. I'm fine with that. It's your kill. It's your description.
Make a ranged attack. It.
Yeah.
Just
It'll just bounce off his
covers the one
face.
beside him in blood.
Oh yeah, it sprays. Okay. We're back at the top of the turn order.
Yeah, I'm actually spending my 3 AP loading my gun,
Okay.
but I'm gonna have seen these attacks out from underneath the wagon, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, Erg, that's disgusting." That's it for Elric.
Ruby, you're up on Erg's shoulders. He just splattered an orc in front of you. You got some splashback on you.
All right. Ruby's got her rapier out. She's going to launch off of the ogre and attempt to. She's going to spend 2 action points to do a called shot.
Yeah.
And she's going to attempt to skewer the with a charge on the head ogre.
This bad boy here. Yeah, go
Yep.
for it. Yeah, go ahead. That's awesome.
All right. So she's going to. Let me see here on the combat.
So you're doing a called shot and a charge, though. Sorry, you can't. You don't have that many AP, do you? Doesn't
Yeah,
one of
that's
your
a lot of AP.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
so charge is 2
how much?
and called shot is 2, but you get 4, but one of them has to be reserved for parrying, doesn't it?
Well, and one of them has to be the actual attack, right?
Yeah.
All right. So she'll do. She'll just do a called shot then.
Okay.
And,
Wouldn't the called shot be an attack?
The called shot is an attack. Yeah, it's a specific attack.
Oh,
It just
okay,
means it
so
can't be
that's-
dodged or parried. So it
Okay,
automatically
and that's 2. Is that 2 action points or what?
that is 2 action
2.
points.
Okay, and then so she's going to do that, and then that'll leave her 2 action points then to work with afterward. Is that correct?
Well, you get 1 bonus action point, but just for dodging or parrying or something like that, don't you? Is that a
Right.
trait
So
you
she'll
have?
have 2 action points left, and one of them will be only dodge and parry, but the other one will probably be dodge and parry too.
Well, did you move? Because maneuvering
Movement's
is
1
one.
if you hopped off his shoulders.
Okay, so then I will have 1 left. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then she's going to try and skewer him. So she gets a plus 10 for called shot.
No, they just
Nope.
can't dodge.
No,
You
they
can't
can't
dodge
dodge
or
or parry.
So if you hit, you hit. I can't spend an AP to avoid it.
I thought it said you get a plus 10, or was that another ability?
Maybe it's something else.
Uh,
Call shots just they can't parry or dodge it.
Yeah, you're just paying extra that he can't parry it. And he's
All right,
not
so
one of the underlings, so he does have the ability to get out of the way and parry.
Dodge.
He doesn't.
Okay,
He
all right.
can reserve points and all that. So
all right. Here's the attack then.
Okay.
And on the court sword. And swing.
Bring it on,
Boom.
halfling.
Got him.
It's a hit.
Got him for 8 points.
8 points. Interesting. Yeah. So what does the attack look like?
Well, how much damage does it do? Does armor absorb much of that?
None. You don't even hurt him.
I don't even hurt him?
No. Doesn't even you stab him, you hit him, but his like thick leathery hide just kind of absorbs your little rapier, goes into him and it bends, and it doesn't even break the skin.
All right, so she drives the court sword in, and it bows like the shape of a bow. Yeah, and it just springs her backward like a spring.
Yeah,
and she just looks really pissed.
Big boy ain't messing around.
And she's got her parries left, and she really hopes someone takes a swing at her.
Okay, please somebody hit me.
Well, here's the thing: if she parries a swing, she gets to follow that up with an attack.
Oh, so she's like, "Come on, bring it on." Okay, big boy, he's got his eyes on you, Barsh. You've sidestepped, you've got out of the way of his boys, you intimidated one of his men, you tried it on him, he just like spit on you afterwards. He's like, "I'm gonna die, dwarf." And he goes ahead and rolls. And he hits you this time. But let me guess.
Does he though?
You're using that. Go ahead and put that ability in the chat again. What's that ability?
Dwarven Warfare.
Dwarven Warfare. This is your racial trait you rolled, wasn't it? I think.
That's brutal.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's such a good one. When I remember when we rolled it, I was like, yes.
So he spent one of his 3 action points to do it, but it's just an automatic parry with a 2-handed weapon when he's wielding a 2-handed weapon. Just got to remember you have 2 AP left. He's I'm gonna kill you.
It's an automatic like racial thing.
So
no, it's random.
It's random. Remember, you guys all rolled your racial abilities. There's like a list of them. You rolled a D100.
That's like
he ended up with this.
Action points. I was just curious if it was automatic, if it actually spent action point.
Yeah, you spend an action point and you do it.
I like Grudge Bearer too. Your dice explode on a 1 or a 6.
That's crazy.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah. All right, so that brings us to the orcs. We're gonna have one attack. Oh, let's see. There's one next to Erg and one next to Ruby. Let's do let's roll a die here. Okay, so they attack. The one attacks Ruby.
Yeah.
So he's got his war chopper, and he brings it down on you. Is he successful? Oh, but he completely misses. You just duck. You're just this little halfling, and he swings it horizontally, and you just duck out of the way. The other one,
okay,
on Barsh. That one succeeds. That one connects. Sinks his war chopper into you, Barsh. Do you want to spend another AP point to parry?
Nah, yeah, I'm parrying it.
You're doing the Dwarven Warfare again. All right.
Yep.
So you just bring up your Morgenstein and just deflect his attack.
You could just stand there and Ruby will eventually kill them all.
Well, me being at the end of the initiative is actually good because I can deflect these things. And
Barsh is your tank, and he's doing what he's made to do. He's been kind of quiet and in the shadows the rest of this. And now that you're in combat, you're seeing his true colors, and he's shining.
This is perfect because Ruby's more like a glass cannon. So, well, when she can do damage, so this will work out.
Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty great.
I hate being at the front lines.
Yeah, right. All right, Edmund, you're up again. Shoot something with that damn bow. Yes.
I'm gonna try that one right there.
Okay.
Is that shooting in the melee? Is there anything special?
Not be engaged by enemies to make. Just says that you can't make a ranged attack if you're engaged with enemies.
Well, Ruby's short anyway, so you can shoot over her head.
You hit it. You hit the number. So go ahead and describe your killing blow, Edmund.
And finally kind of calmed down a little bit, being a little excited because of this combat. It's like, holy shit. Zero in on him and send that bolt right over the top of Ruby's head as this thing's about to cleave in. It looks up and catches it in the eye and then just falls backwards.
Oh, I love it. With that, the big one again is, "Roar! Another one of my men fall. I'm gonna eat you, human."
You're gonna die.
All right, Barsh, you got 1 AP left. You gonna make it count?
After he says that, I'm gonna look at him and say, "I'm gonna be the one eating orc tonight," and rub him and just slap my belly and rub it.
Barsh, that's a critical failure. You giving me another misfortune point? Critical failure. Yes. Thank you. Oh, come on now. So you level your Morgenstern, you bring it, and you slam it into the Hierarch Guar, and he just laughs. And again, it just bounces off of this guy.
Got like a 12 toughness or some shit.
Doesn't seem to hurt him. And unfortunately, well, you know what? You could spend another fortune point to make your Fury die an automatic 6.
It's a trap. He's sucking you in.
You could do that, Barsh. Give yourself an automatic 6, and you get to roll another d6 on top of that. See what happens. And then you've also got your +7 combat bonus. It means you rolled a 1. Yeah, you rolled a 1. What do you want to do? You want to spend another one?
You're supposed to be a neutral party.
I am neutral. I'm just
neutral evil.
Encouraging. Hey, have I spent a misfortune point yet? No,
It's
because
I won't. I don't want to use it.
We rolled one.
It's a trap.
The crit. I just don't want to have a crit fail and something bad happen.
I would roll it without it.
All right. So we're going to go to Erg.
Oh, yeah, because I'm done.
All right.
Oh, I'm
Erg,
so tempted to point blank magic missile him in the head.
you're no longer engaged. The orcs in front of you are dead. They're slain, so you're no longer engaged in combat, so you can move freely on the field of combat now.
It's 1 yard away?
So like 1 square is 1 yard. So he's he's 3 yards away from you. 3 yards. You can move back. You can move forward. You can get right next to him.
No.
You can go hide behind the well.
No, my staff is like 8 feet long.
Yeah.
If I moved forward 1 square, would I be able to hit him?
No, I'm not gonna.
All right, I'm going right up beside him and bringing my staff down on him.
All right. Move some dead orcs out of the way. Where do you want to go to? You can move your token around freely. Wherever you want to go. You're gonna staff him. Our magic. Well, after that 16 stunning damage you did last time, I guess that's why. Okay, so
Holy
1
shit,
AP to move up there. Next AP to attack. Say
Crap,
20
you just
damage.
20 damage. Jeez.
Wow.
What?
Batter up.
Wow.
Oh, holy crap. Barsh.
21,
Did that
right?
explode or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it exploded.
Twice.
Did he feel that one?
Oh my god. Yes.
Yeah. He felt that one for real.
I think the ogre is just strong.
Helps when your dice explode every time too.
Okay, so go ahead and describe your attack for me while I go ahead and mark off tracks along the damage.
Exact same thing. I'm driving the butt of it right into his face.
Wow. Okay, it slams and you hit him square in the jaw and you spits out some blood and piece of tooth and I'm gonna kill you, ogre. You're the only worthy opponent here.
That makes Barsh mad.
Okay. So
he got moved along the damage track, huh?
he did.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go ahead. Roll me a D100.
Any injuries? That's what I was
Yeah. Roll me a D100 there, Erg. He's gonna suffer an injury from this attack. Okay, 38. So you clipped him in the arm. Not too bad. Okay. All right. You clipped him in the arm, and it seems to have injured his arm, like the elbow, specifically.
Hopefully, dropped his weapon.
Well, I'll tell you this much: it only applies to ranged combat. The injury he got.
Oh, okay.
All right, Elric, are you gonna shoot him and finish him off for his little crony?
He's the last one standing, right?
The crony and the big boy. Yeah?
Actually, I'm going to shoot at the big boy, but I'm going to try and disarm him.
Oh, yes.
Using take him down. I actually use my martial ranged as my coordination attack. And he has to, if I make the roll, then he has to
take him down.
Yeah, this is one of my talents.
Oh, yeah.
I can use disarm, takedown, or sending blow at ranged using my martial range skill.
So you're gonna try and disarm him? Okay, yeah, go for it. Oh,
is
awesome.
it my martial range? So I roll my actual martial range.
Yeah, and if you succeed, you don't do any damage, but he'll drop his weapon.
I think he has to make a contested roll.
His big old flange mace. Yeah, let me just look at disarm. I'm just gonna read here.
I got an 18, so 18 on a 57.
Let me read disarm here. Coordination. Foe must resist coordination or be disarmed. Okay, let me see.
An opposed this?
Hey, Matt's going to use one of his coins, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully both.
Oh, he rolled a 4.
I hope it doesn't help.
So he, I didn't even need to. All right, so he rolled.
Actually, resist.
So
I'm guessing
it hits, it connects, but instead of hitting his hand, you hit the handle of the mace, and it ping ricochets off.
Ping.
Ping.
Then I'll jump back down into cover again. I can start reloading next round.
This is cool. Okay, Ruby. Big boy or minion? Well, you're engaged with the big boy.
Yeah, I don't think she can. She's got to fight the big boy, right?
You could disengage. There is an option to disengage, which is maneuver.
Move around and flank him.
1
you
yard
get
out
plus
of
10%, don't you?
Finish him off, Ruby.
Wait, so I can disengage him?
So it's 1 yard out, though. Maneuver is 1 yard out, avoiding all opportunity of attacks.
So let me ask you this: can I disengage him, run around from behind, and then charge him into his back with my rapier?
So let's go through it. So the maneuver is 2. So you can maneuver and you get 1 space away.
Okay.
And that's 2 action points. Then you'd have to spend another action point just to move towards him again. Which wouldn't leave you any to attack.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and... is there anything I do to enhance her attack from here?
She could walk around him, right? Because walk says you don't provoke unless you leave an engagement.
Yeah, so wait, you can use a maneuver and just move to the back of him.
If I walk around to the back of him, do I provoke an attack?
No, you're still engaged the whole time.
Stay engaged, yeah.
Okay, do I get a bonus from attacking back here?
Well, Edmund just put in the chat, routine, plus 10. Flank foes that are outnumbered in a melee engagement. Well, that guy's currently outnumbered, so you get yourself a plus 10 to your roll.
All right, that sounds good. And then if I do a called shot, he can't parry or dodge, right?
Or dodge, yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so
And then
we'll do that. So we're gonna do a called shot, and we're gonna attack him from behind, and we've moved.
You only
so
have
we've got-
one left for parrying.
Yep. All right, here we go. Nope. Wait, I hit.
No,
Wow.
you hit.
83.
64 is what you would end up with.
Holy
One more
crap.
damage than last time. Hopefully he gets through.
Holy moly. Combat's 43. Martial melee. How do you have a plus 30 to your martial melee?
Wait.
You got a
Hang on a
plus.
second. Oh, wait. Nope. That's I have
You should
2
only have
in
a
there.
plus 10, and then an extra plus 10 for the routine. So it's plus
Yeah.
20.
Plus 30, plus 10. I should have a plus 10, plus 10.
Where's the plus 30 coming from? I'm curious.
I don't know.
That would
Yeah,
be
that's like
3 check marks on your martial melee.
I only
Yeah.
have 1 though.
He's only got one on his character sheet. I'm looking at it right now.
I think I was playing around with this though because I was testing it like a week ago. So maybe it's like an old. Hold on, let me do something in combat here.
Sure.
Bear with me.
Because
I'm gonna
the plus 10 makes sense.
gonna-
That's for the routine. But you should have an.
All right, let me try another roll now. There we go. Yep.
That's.
You know what it was? I needed. I remember when I was asking you about because I couldn't get the skill points to work properly,
Yeah.
and then you had to toggle back and forth. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Okay. All right. So that connects. And again, your rapier sinks into him. You sink into his back and it just bows. Do you want to spend a fortune point to reroll your fury? Do you get a 6 on the fury?
No.
Okay.
No. Nobody else did. I'll let everybody take their shots.
Let it ride. All right. So he's got three options now. Let me roll a die here.
How many action points did I spend getting there? Attacking?
Use 3 in total. Cold shot was 2 and maneuvers 1.
3.
Got it. Okay.
All right, Barsh. I rolled you randomly. He's going to attack you again. He's blinded by his fury for you.
Oh, I'm number 1.
I'm gonna kill
Yay.
you, dwarf. Oh, and he connects with a 3. I'm rolling so good. You're just gonna sidestep, right? Let me guess. Nope.
First of all, he's a dwarf. He's never sidestepping.
Oh,
he's just
he
going to deflect the blow.
Deflects. That's it. You're spending your AP point for
That's
that.
it.
Ah.
Yep.
You know what I need to do? You know what I need to start doing? I need to start doing some perilous stunts on you
You
guys.
need
I
to
think.
start rolling horrible. You need to do.
All right, orc
Well,
buddy.
if you did a call shot, I wouldn't be able to parry.
Yeah, you know what? I should have
But you're
done
not
that.
doing
Thanks for telling me that
But
now.
it's too late now. He'll be dead next time.
All right, orc minion is attacking you though, Barsh. Ooh, is that a hit? It is. Do you want to spend an AP? I know you. What? I'm making a call shot. We're doing this. We're doing this.
Alright.
It's a called shot, Barsh. The minion's gonna hit you.
Okay.
All right. Let's make this. Oh yeah, compound. 10 damage. 10 damage, Barsh. So
I feel
he
like he has more threshold than that.
He brings his war
I'm looking for
chopper
it now.
down
It's
and
on talents and trappings under dodge and parry.
sinks it into you, and he lets it a roar, and he looks over to the big one for like reassurance, and he
My damage threshold is a 9.
oh, so that's 1. That's 1 mark on your damage.
No, he's got a -1. Oh no, he doesn't. Because he has a -1 because he was talked meanly to by the dwarf.
Oh, what's true? Ah,
Oh, he
Oh,
does. You're right.
nice.
your
Is that
earlier taunt saved
My
your ass.
earlier yes, it did.
Not a scratch.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow, you are lucky.
He's not lucky. He's dwarf.
You are lucky, dwarf. All right, it's Edmund's turn. Blood and sand. Whenever you spend a fortune point, can move one step up the damage and peril condition tracks positively. What?
Yeah, that's it from his profession. That's from the pit fighter profession.
That's crazy.
What?
He gets better just by being awesome.
Oh, all right. Edmund, it's your turn. I give up.
So what is it? What's the damage and peril condition track? What is that?
So, Barsh, he can spend a fortune point and he can go one step up on the damage or peril condition. So, like, say he's like grievously wounded, he can spend a fortune point and then he goes up one from grievous to
So basically
perilous.
It's only
negative
seriously
damage.
wounded instead of grievously.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome.
He's made for fighting.
So-
He's literally your tank, Barsh.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
everything
target-
rolled.
Okay, go
Perfect
ahead
when he
and
was
make the
wounded.
roll. That's a
On the
hit.
number again.
That is a hit and a kill. Go ahead. What does that look like?
He just hit him, but didn't do damage, so he screams in anger and catches an arrow right in the mouth.
Just eats an arrow. I love it. It's grim and perilous. All right, Barsh, come on. This is it. You and Big Boy.
Called shot.
You get plus 10 too, remember?
Yep. Oh, yeah, thank you. Call shot. To the head. Nice.
Oh, that's a hit.
That's 12 damage.
damage.
12, because it's plus 1.
Yeah. Let me just. All right.
You can put that plus 1 modifier on your weapon.
Is he gonna
Yeah,
block
it's
it?
only
Is
if it's only if a two-handed.
No, it's called
and I have
shot. You
a
can't block it.
Uh,
Okay, Barsh. Go ahead and describe the killing blow for me.
Nice.
So Barsh is now, covered in blood from all his compatriots killing orcs around him, and he takes the Morgenstern and swings it upward into this thing's under this thing's chin, and kind of smashes it upward and dislocates his jaw, and you just hear a crunch.
Yes.
And I guess he falls over. Actually, I would have got powerful, so he would have been knocked off of his feet up.
Up into the air and down. I
Yep.
love it.
Right
Awesome.
on top of Ruby.
All right, so there's our first combat. The orc war party that was headed towards the village has been decimated, killed. You tally up the scene. You see a man and a woman are laying dead near the well. You can only assume that that's the residents of the house. Klaus is disemboweled, not voweled, and nailed to the door. And Katrina goes, You did it. I knew you could do it. Quick, we must warn the others. There's more. There's more that'll be on their way.
Katrina, how many more orcs are there in the party that will attack?
Well, this was just the first party to head towards the camp. Gwar was upset and angry, and he didn't want to wait and listen to Mother any longer. So him and this band broke off and headed towards town. There's many more at the camp.
Like 20, 50?
Are you talking to her? I'm going to search the bodies real quick.
Oh, search the
Barsh,
body.
bring that guy's head. It might be good for an intimidation later.
She goes, there's 30 to 40 altogether. Kobolds,
All right.
orcs.
That's a lot. Okay, let's head to the town.
That's a lot.
Okay, so Big Boy is carrying rusted chains and a mace.
What kind of mace? Just a regular mace? Nothing special?
Flanged mace.
No qualities we need to know of?
No, this is all really low quality stuff. That mace is it's not a bad weapon. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to do all the weapon qualities while we were in combat. We were just doing damage. We forgot to do all the extra fun stuff too. You know that, right? Like finesse and weak.
No, I left
exercise.
mine are there.
Oh, okay.
Mine are on there.
I wasn't
Okay.
taking them in account. So.
Adaptable, powerful, and vicious.
It's the problem when combat happens once in every 6 sessions or whatever. So he's
You
carrying that.
forget how to do it?
Yeah. And the other guys were carrying war choppers, which were like those makeshift axes, just really poor quality, and javelins. They all have a javelin on them.
It's also
Ruby's
why
got
the staff does so much damage, is because it uses his BB instead of the CB.
Ruby's gonna grab her knife back.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So that's all that's
send
on
it
these
down.
guys. Their armor is it's like makeshift. Like they are wearing armor. Like the orcs are wearing leather, and the big boys wearing brigandine armor. But it's like pieced together. It's like pieces of like armor that looks like they're taken from humans. There's like bits of bone that's been stitched into there to account for the armor. Like it's not anything that's really salvageable by you guys.
On my way through, I see if Klaus is still alive, slowly dying there.
He's dead. He is dead. He's as dead as
All right.
Waldman.
Is a mace in decent condition?
Yeah, the
I
mace
peel
is
him off the door.
Oh, he's nailed up there. You're just gonna rip him off? Yeah.
I peel him off the door, lay him with the other two, and we got to get going. So there's no time to do it nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, the mace is in decent condition.
But I'm not leaving him up on the wall.
Well, any of the weapons or gear that look in decent condition could possibly be sold. I'll grab and throw in the wagon because it looks like a new mace is like 5 gold crowns.
Oh, the wagon's sitting there. Yeah. You guys are near enough town, so you put it in there and start heading towards town. So you guys rush towards town. This was not that far outside town. So you get back and the doors on the palisades are closed, and the men can see you. Oh, you've returned. Where's Waldman? And what is that filth with you? And they're pointing at Gregor up on the palisade walls. What is that? What about that wild woman? What is this?
Let us in. There's trouble coming.
It looks like you have trouble with you. What are you bringing into our village?
We're at the gates. Are we at the gates?
You're at the
now,
gates. You're at the palisade. Yeah, you guys made it there now, unaccosted.
Who are we
First,
talking
did you bring
You're
that
talking
thing's
to
head with you?
You're talking to militiamen at the gates.
All right. Ruby will say, "Open the gates so that we can get you prepared for the attack that's coming."
The attack. Well,
There'd be lots of greenskins coming. Best listen, Gova.
Well, fine. Go ahead and you have to tie those two up before you can come in. And they're pointing at Katharina and Gregor. Gregor's already pretty much tied up, but they're worried about.
Good. She can
Matt-
probably save all y'all's lives.
Matt, am I covered in blood?
Yes, you are covered in blood.
I walk up to him and say, "We don't have time for this. We've already been in one fight. Open the door."
Okay. So, yeah, they're like, oh, where's Master Waldman? Just fine, open the door. They've obviously seen trouble. And the gates to the palisade swing open, and townspeople start pouring on over and looking at the scene. And you guys enter in, and the townspeople are all around you, and they're asking like, "What's happened? What's going on? Are the mutants on their way here? Are they outside? Why did you bring one with you? Who are they?" And they're like poking and prodding at Gregor and Katharina as you guys are making your way in, and like a mob is forming around you.
What time is it?
I'd say it's about 5 p.m. now.
Okay. Who is there from the militia right now?
Just militiamen, like townspeople, sell swords, like nobody that you recognize.
Anybody look like they're in charge?
You can go ahead and make like a awareness or scrutinize, standard scrutinize.
Well, how about this? You'll say, "Who's in charge here among you?"
One of the militiamen goes, "Andre's in charge."
All right. Listen, the town's about to get attacked by 40 to 50 greenskins and mutants. Rally everybody. Get the kids and women protected. Get everybody else in armor and swords on the walls. Now,
and bring Maximilian out here. We're gonna have a parlay with their leader out in the field first.
Yeah. As you're saying that, the crowd starts to part, and Andre's stepped through. So what did you account? What happened? What are these two?
There's no time for that. When we got to the camp, we found they were preparing for an attack. We've raced back. We've already put down their lead party. There's another 30 to 40 coming. They'll be here within the hour.
Fine. Come to Maximilian's house and we will discuss.
All right, these guys.
I think Max should probably come here.
Step aside, people. Step aside. And he's got his men like pushing the townspeople. Like they're all coming out. Everybody's coming out of their houses and hovels, and they're just gathering around. Like you've got the whole village here around you. Like I said, they're poking. Some people are throwing rocks and stones at Gregor and Katharina and spitting on
throwing them rocks. This woman here is probably going to save all your lives, and she's got some news y'all want to hear. Bring Maximilian out here now.
Get revenge for Heinrich. And you've got an angry mob starting to brew on your hands here as well.
I'm gonna use my fat man lungs to yell to get everybody to shut up. And like, look, this Maximilian's daughter right here. You might want to quit throwing rocks, and he's got stuff to answer for.
Oh, you're gonna throw that out there, eh?
Yeah.
I'm going to tap Ruby and ask, do we want to get this guy on our side now before we get to Max?
Who's that?
That's the
elder. The sellsword?
Max needs to come out here. We don't need to go in there with like no one to see.
Ruby thinks it's a wise idea. So when you guys are ready, Matt, we're going to stop Andre before we get to Max, and we're going to have a conversation with him that'll end with either him coming over to us or we're killing him.
All right. So are you calling Maximilian out? Do you want him brought out of his home to speak here in the streets, or what are you wanting to do?
Before we get there, someone else was talking, so I don't want to interrupt them, but we want to deal with Andre. But go ahead. I think someone was using the big lungs.
Edmund is using the big lungs.
Yeah, Edmund, I don't say we go anywhere, but he said, look, let's go. And it's like, no, and telling people to stop throwing the rocks and, like, this is Maximilian's daughter and bring him out here. He has stuff to answer for.
Hey, Andre, we're going to try and do this away from the crowd a little bit. Andre's the sellsword, right?
Yeah, he was the proficient sellsword that you rode on the horse with here in the first or second mission.
Andre, listen, we found a few things out on this trip, and you need to know about them, and we need to know where you want to stand.
Do you want to get more specific than that? Because he's
I'm going to start with that, but we're going to stop. So unless he's going to walk on by himself, he needs to turn and talk to us.
Yeah, do you want to try and charm him or something? Because he's we need to speak to Max right now. You bring these things into our village.
Andre, listen to me.
You endanger us.
The whole thing is brought onto us by Max. This is Max's daughter, and I'm going to point to the girl.
I'm going to say we can confirm that.
Max's wife is she's the one running the orcs. Max traded the women and children 12 years ago in exchange for not having the town attacked. This is his comeuppance. She could probably keep this attack from happening, but I think Max is going to be the price. And he doesn't really deserve, I don't think, our protection. If he deserves your protection, we need to know, because we'd rather not have to fight you or kill you, but we're going to do what's right.
He's trying to process all this. He's like, where's Waldman?
Dead.
But how? By who?
His half-brother. And we'll point to Gregor. Of course, he didn't know it was his half-brother at the time.
This thing killed Waldman? Then it must pay for its crimes. Kill it.
No. There's been enough killing today. I'm telling you, we could solve this, but Max is probably going to have to go.
I don't believe this.
Look at the necklaces they're wearing there now.
He goes, you're in league with orcs. They're among you. You talk with them and rather kill them.
Look at the necklaces.
Why don't you just Stay quiet and come stand with us in the parley we're going to have in the field with this lady and her mom and her father.
She will negotiate peace for us? Then I will gather my men
That's
and we'll
the
go
game
back to the
plan.
Horned Monk.
Andre,
Immediately.
it's the piece is going to be. I think they're going to need to take Max because he's what they want.
Too late to go back to the Horned Monk, Andre. They're right behind us. The entire horde.
You and your men don't need to die over Max's betrayal of this town from 12 years ago.
Let's go speak with Max. Come with me. I don't know about this blasphemy. And he continues to guide you to the house, and his men are doing their best to hold back the crowd. Again, like things are now being thrown at all of you because Andres pointed out that you're in league with the orcs. You talk with them rather than fight them, and you bring them into their walls.
Well, there's only one orc. The other one's a human.
Yeah, but they're mutants in their eyes.
All right.
Tell everybody to shut up, and like I want to point out, I'm going to hold up the necklace she's wearing. Look at this. Look at this symbol here. Y'all recognize this?
Yeah. So
I want everybody to see that they're people that are wearing those charms that they've got the same things on.
Everybody, go ahead and make me make an awareness test, but we're gonna do it at a challenging, a -10 awareness test after he holds up these talismans. Look at this. 4s, 22s, critically. All right, everybody who passed. You guys notice. You pick out Pastor Wilhelm in the crowd, and he's got a look of shame on his face. You see him lock eyes with Katharina, and there's a moment of recognition there.
I rolled critical.
He rolled critical.
Yeah, I'm going to walk over and say you're coming with us too.
Yeah, he kind of shudders when you do it. He goes, "The right thing must be done. Please, let's go see Maximilian."
I think Maxwell needs to be brought out here, not us in private. Everybody needs to hear this.
Pastor Wilhelm goes, "I think you're right. This must be done. They must know what's happened." So he's now in league with you and Andre and heading towards the Steger house. You get outside the Steger house and Maximilian's sister is standing there, the old crone, and she's shouting, "Oh, what are you doing bringing these filthy mutants in our town? Get them out of here, Andre. Kill them all. They're going to bring
That's
the
your
whole
niece.
horde."
Ruby
It's
be
a
like,
weird way to talk about your niece and nephew.
"That's your niece."
She goes, "Liars! She died!" And she's just screaming. She's not even listening to you. She's just spouting obscenities at you guys.
Look at the necklace.
She shrugs. "Filthy liars. Anybody could have made those. Get out of here. My brother did nothing wrong."
Is it a corruption for Ruby to run her through?
Yeah, that's a big corruption.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, she's screaming.
How
She's
far is
getting
she
the
from me,
crowd
Matt?
going. How far away? Oh, she's just a couple feet in front of you. You. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, where's my corruption?
Me or the town.
Where's my corruption? Oh, I knew it. Oh, bewitched. I thought it was a magic missile you're going to launch into her. So
nope,
you're walking
I'm
up.
giving her a bad case of
Oh, man.
stomach gas. She's going to be burping. I pat her on the shoulder and say, "Be quiet."
Flatulence.
And
Such as flatulence,
am
hiccups, pimples,
putting the
warts.
I'm putting the bewitchment on her. Does she have any like hairband or anything like that on?
Yeah, sure. She's got a
Putting
tie
it
in
on
her hair.
that.
So she's
Whatever her
shouting. When you
nicest
walk
piece
over,
of clothing is, I'm putting it on it.
You put your hand on her shoulder, and what do you say? You gently put your hand on her shoulder.
Quiet, please.
So she opens her mouth to just rip into you, and she starts belching uncontrollably and like gagging. and she doesn't know what's going on. She puts her hands on her face, and she runs inside. And with that, the doors open, and you see Maximilian standing there in the doorway.
Well, that's one corruption for me, guys.
Yeah. All right, Maximilian standing in the doorway. He's like, "What is the meaning of this? Why do you bring these things here?"
That's a fine way to talk about your daughter, Maximilian.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What was her name again?
Katharina.
Catherine.
This is Katharina.
With that, the pastor steps forward. He goes, "Maximilian, please, confess, repent for your sins. This is your child. Your child. Look, she survived. She's alive. Do you not repent for what you have done?" What say you? Come out here. Pay for your crimes. And with this, you can see the crowd's starting to get quite riled up. They're because the man of the cloth of the village is now backing up your story, and he is so guilt-ridden. You can see in his face, and he's urging Max to come out. You can hear the people in the crowd start to turn around their point of view. Like, oh, maybe he's right. You hear whispering. Maybe he's right. Maybe they're telling the truth. Is that Katharina? Is that his daughter? And people are whispering, hushed whispers all around you. And then all of a sudden you hear villagers start crying out, "Make him pay for his crimes! Make him pay for his crimes! Get him out here!" And the mob starts pushing at your backs to get to the house.
What's Andre doing?
Andre he's kind of stepped aside. He's taken aback by all this. He has started to believe your story now as well. Now the pastor has also spoken up, and he's like, "People, this is the pastor. This is Katharina. This is girl. Tell us your tale. What happened?" And she just stays silent, but she stares at Maximilian with just like a death stare in her eyes. She doesn't say anything, and the pastor puts her arm around her like, Girl, we thought you were dead. It's so good you're back. Your father is a wicked man, and he must pay for his sins. What say you, people? We string him up, and we burn him for his sins, cleanse him." And the crowd.
I think we need to give him the orcs first.
Or need to convince the pastor to let the people get the Maximilian outside the town.
Hang on, Governor. The way you said all this, she gets to take him for the other people he betrayed. They get to give judgment. And they're on the way here.
We need to be outside the town, pastor.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me a charm roll for that, and I'll give you a bonus. I'll give you a +10 on that charm.
Hey, Matt, too. I was confused. The
Yeah, go
pastor,
ahead.
wasn't he one of the original three that was involved with the?
So he rode away. He was young and brash, and he wanted to be a hero.
Oh,
he rode to the next town to get help, thinking he could do it in time. He came back, and it was too late. So he knew of the treachery that took place. He wasn't necessarily part of it, but he had the guilt of it all along. He knew what happened.
The bartender was there too, though. He was
old Horst. He cut down 20 orcs himself.
Well, is he there? Is he within our sight?
You can make me an awareness check. You can do it at -10 and see if he's anywhere nearby. It's a big crowd, so that's why you got a negative to it. See if Horst is
Did you
around.
want to roll charm?
Yeah, who wanted to roll charm? That was
I mean, I can try. Edmund or Alric.
Because you're convincing the crowd to make him pay for sins, to make him go back to the camp.
What was the bartender's name again?
Horst.
Where's Horst? Horst, step forward.
With that, he's Erg, you see him, and he's starting to slink away. He's in the crowd, and he's starting to break off, and with Ruby shouts out.
His rapier.
I yell, "There he is! Grab him!"
Yeah, she'll point her rapier at him and say, "You need to go stand with Max. You were the other one that's still alive that was part of this hellish deal.
The village,
this betrayal.
We've got a mob mentality now. The villagers all riled up, and they take him, and they start like bullying him and pushing him towards you guys. He gets thrown down on the ground. He's being kicked and beat up on, and clothes are being torn off. And the mob is actually starting to have their way with Horst before he can even make his way over to you. Andre steps in. He goes, "Hey, bring this man forward. He must pay for his crimes." And his men go in there and pull him aside, and Horst is all bloodied and battered and spitting blood. "Oh, I had nothing to do with this. Please let me pay. Let me pay."
Ooh, when he gets up to us, I say, "Good news. You've had the same odds previously. You're gonna have to fight about 20 of them."
I had no idea. I was not part of this. And Pastor Wilhelm confirms this man knew what took place. He was part of that day, and the crowd just and they're just crying for blood at this point. With that, Pastor Wilhelm goes, Let these people be appeased. If you take Maximilian back to them, I am in agreement with this, but let them have this man, this despicable piece of filth. Let them have their way with him. And he points to
Are you
Horst.
trying to corrupt us?
Points to Horst. Well, Horst technically isn't he is not an innocent.
Yes.
Well, we've got 2 mobs to appease. Sounds good. We just split them.
I would say we follow the adage: we don't look a gift horse in the mouth, and we let them have it.
Thanks for
Why
your
don't we
help.
split them in half?
Thanks for your help,
Half of
Father.
one.
Yep.
All right, so the crowd
Quickly get Maximilian outside before this crowd gets riled.
So
completely
Andre's
gone.
men, he gets his. Remember, there was the 3 militiamen that with him, the ones who were better equipped and seemed more battle hardened than the ones in the town here. They come over and they help to start parting the crowd to get you through. And you look behind you, and Horst is being just ripped to pieces, and he's being dragged. And it looks like he's being dragged towards the center of the village, where there is a big timber, and people are starting to put bundles of straw and sticks around this timber. And it looks like Horst is
Ooh, that's a bad way.
he's gonna pay for his crimes that he committed 12 years ago. But you guys make your way to the gates of the palisades, and Andre says, I go with you. I go with you to the parlay.
All right.
We leave tonight. I know orcs can see in the dark, but this must take place now. We must ensure the safety of the village and put an end to this chapter.
Bring your 3 veterans with us too, maybe.
Of course. So you guys set out, and you know the path now. You know the path to travel. Andre's on edge, as well as his men, for the whole journey. You guys pass by Tom's cabin, old Tom's cabin, and Andre, of course, grills you like, "What took place here? What transpired? These people are dead. What about the boy?" Referring to Klaus. And you guys tell him what took place and what happened and how you slaughtered the orcs before they got to the town, to the village. And it's about 11 o'clock at night. Uncle Tom's. No, not Uncle Tom's. Old Tom's. Old Tom's cabin. You guys, it's about 11 o'clock at night before you guys get back to that summit above the orc camp. And once there, Katharina says, this is the first time she's spoken the whole time. And she goes, "Let me go forward, and I will bring Mother out, and I will convince her that we have this traitor." She points to her father. He is our sacrifice, and this is what she wants, and we'll be on our way. You guys just gonna let her go to the camp?
No.
Might as well.
Well, hold. I think we should let. Yeah, we've got the boy, we've got the girl, we've got the dad. I think we should. Did we ever see the other warband?
No.
You did not. No.
All right, let's just go to the camp, right?
Okay, she's like, you just all want to march in there?
Well, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I feel a little weird letting her have every.
Yeah, we're not giving him to her to take in there. We're going.
Well, she wouldn't want to take him. She was going in to convince her mother
Yeah,
that we were
she
out
was
here with
talking.
him.
Well, we'll keep your brother and your father, and you go get your mom and come back.
She goes, no, she won't leave the village. Fine, we all go.
She won't leave. This is like a temporary camp. This isn't.
Oh, sorry. Yes, the camp. She won't leave the camp's village. She won't leave the camp.
All right. All right. Go ahead.
Okay, so she starts making her way down that steep hill that Emmon snuck down. She's not hiding her tracks. She's not trying to be quiet whatsoever, and she's leading the way. What's the marching order that we're going in there?
Andre and his 3 men, and then the rest of us.
We're what about Gregor?
I don't know.
Have him and Max in the middle.
Okay.
Want me to carry Max over my shoulder?
There you go.
Maybe
I'm
carry
assuming we
Gregor.
have him bound.
Can we unbound Gregor?
Well,
Yeah.
but Gregor's wounded. That's the thing. So we probably need to carry him.
Okay, so you guys start making your way down, and there's no kobold patrol this time, and you guys make the tree line, and Katharina just walks in, and you guys get to the tree line, and you see that there are orcs, a dozen orcs, about 20 kobolds, and she just walks in, and she motions you to come in behind her. Do you follow in?
Yeah.
All right, you
Yep.
follow
Don't
in.
like it.
Yeah.
They all
Don't
start
like it.
chattering and they see you, and you hear them talking to one another, and there's a large makeshift like tent up ahead, or like a lean-to, and Katharina starts heading towards that. There's a big fire and a pot boiling on top of it in front of this lean-to, and she goes, Mother's in there. And she walks forward to the center of camp, and the orcs start gathering around, and the kobolds, and they're starting to draw their weapons and everything. She just holds out her hand and she goes, Mother, the traitor is here. And you see that out of the door of this lean-to steps out an older woman, a middle-aged woman, and she, much like Katharina, she's got like war paint on her face, and she looks like a wildling. She steps forward and she looks at the bunch of you, and then she scans the group, and her eyes lock with Maximilian. You see a smile on her face, and she beckons you all forward. She goes, "Oh, come sit around the fire, please have some of our stew." And she offers her the food to you. Please sit down. I see we have a guest.
Thanks,
There's
missus. I take a bowl of food.
There's like logs to sit down on around the fire. All right, take a bowl of food. Yeah, you guys gonna partake in the stew?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I am starving.
Ruby's gonna stand.
Nope.
out of the
Edmund
way.
does not turn down food.
Ruby's too on guard to do that. She's gonna be out of the way, behind a tree or something, or close, but not sitting down. She won't be flat-footed.
Matt, I'm assuming I'm too tall for this tent.
Oh, you guys are sitting around the fire. Sorry, there's logs around the fire to sit on. So she's come out of the tent and she's beckoned you to sit down around the fire where this pot is brewing and stewing, and we'll talk there.
All right, I grabbed some food.
Okay. Everybody who grabs some food, go ahead and make me a hard resolve test.
Don't know why y'all ate it.
Because I'm a fat man and I like food.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Hungry. What kind of test?
A resolve test. And it's a
Hard.
-20 hard.
Mm.
Nope.
Okay.
Because that stew hasn't been cooked at the proper temperature.
Resolve, what's that under?
Willpower.
Willpower.
Oh.
Okay, very good. All right, she goes, "Oh, so I see you've brought me the traitor. What is it why do you bring him here, daughter? Why does he still breathe?" And Katharina goes, Mother, we must not attack the village. They know what took place 12 years ago. They've offered up this filth in order to leave them be. She scans a group of you and she goes, "What happened to your brother?" And she sees Gregor bleeding and injured.
His wounds are seen too.
What?
And
Yeah, she turns to the group of you. What did you do to my son? He's but a boy.
He attacked us and killed his brother.
Waldman? She killed Waldman? Or he killed Waldman?
Arrow right in the fucking head.
His body's up the top of the hill.
She goes, "Fine. My son was innocent. He had nothing to do with this. Just this filth. You leave him here. We have our way with him. He will suffer, and he will die eventually. But I want to guarantee that you will leave us be. We will leave these woods. We will not attack the village. You give us this man, and we'll be on our way, and we want no retaliation against my tribe."
I guess what everybody wants.
That works for me. I have one request.
Yes.
Can you teach me the charm you put on these necklaces?
She looks at you and goes, "I could not teach that to you. That is old family magic."
It is what it is.
All right. With that, the orcs, she motions the orcs, and they come in and they grab Maximilian, and he's screaming, "No, no, no! I didn't know you were still alive. I swear, I did what was best for you and the other women." And the orcs just start pummeling him and beating him. And she motions to drag him into the lean-to, and they haul him in there, and you can just hear him being beaten. And Katharina says, "You should go. You've paid your debt. I appreciate that, and you've made good."
Right, thanks, missus. I grab another bowl of stew before we leave.
All right. And you guys are back on the road. That is the end of A Bitter Harvest. There was many different ways this could have ended, but I think it worked out pretty good for you guys and old Maximilian.
Yeah.
Ruby believes that they're owed a debt, so they will be heading back to Max's house to collect payment.
Back to Max's house.
100%.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, let's go ahead. You guys head back to the village, and yeah, once they're you come back to the gates. It's now, you go through the night. It's early morning by the time you guys get back. You can smell fire. You get in there. You're allowed in the palisades. You're now considered friends of the village for what you've uncovered. Andre's obviously accompanying you back. You get there. You see at the center of the village there is a charred remain of what you can only assume is Horst. Had been burned by the village. The villagers.
Ooh, is Max's sister still around?
Max's sister. Yeah, you go to Steger house, and
is she still burping?
You knock on. What's the duration of your spell?
It's
forever.
No, if forever.
Until she takes off whatever bewitched item.
Yeah.
The item she put on is cursed.
Okay. Yeah, so it's early morning here. It's the early hours of the morning. It's dawn. And you bang on the Steer house door, and Betty answers, and she doesn't have the hair tie in. You can only assume because she's gone to bed, and so it's not in her hair. So she's no longer burping. She goes, What do you want? Where's my brother?"
He's with his missus.
He went back to his wife.
He goes, "Elena's here. His wife is here. What do you want?"
No, the first one.
Bring my brother back. The first one? Joanna's dead.
Nope.
What do you mean?
We're here for our pay.
Why? I don't have. You see, she's flustered. So, where's Maximilian?
He's indisposed with the missus right now.
He won't be returning.
What? You killed him?
No.
No, what are we,
No.
animals?
We took him so he could pay his debts.
Andre kind of steps in. He goes, "The Stiga house and money now belong to his wife Helena. Betty has nothing. Step aside, woman." And he goes in the house, and she now holds Max's money. He goes, we should take her back to her father France. Back home. This is no place for Helena. This isn't her home.
Agreed.
So he agrees to gather his men and escort her back to Swansea, her home village, and asks for you to accompany and suggests maybe you could maybe France will pay you the debt that is owed for returning his daughter back to her unharmed.
Where's all this hemp?
It's still in the road.
Still on the road, right?
Yeah.
That,
Maybe we
was
could
that-
deliver that or make it
That was-
known where he could take delivery.
Yeah, that was worth a lot of money, right?
Yeah, I think I know some people who could compensate us for that.
Yeah. Why don't we
Yeah.
just, we'll just say, well, you know what? We'll just take the hemp and call it even. We'll clean up the road for you.
Andre goes, "Oh, well, that's a lot of hemp. I'll take a few men. Why don't
It's a lot
we?
of trouble too.
Why don't we? It'll take a couple days travel. Why don't we take the carts and we'll gather it up on the way to Swansea and we'll take it there to France. Technically, his daughter now owns it, and we'll take it to her father and deliver all of it."
That's fine. As is the wife there?
Helena has come out of her room and she's just woken up, but she's heard what's been transpiring. She goes, I just want to go back to my father. I don't want to live here. I didn't want to be married to that man.
Small point of contention, she does not own the hemp as she was never legally married, as Maximilian's wife was still alive, and we are going to be holding the hemp as in lieu of payment.
Agreed.
It's our yeah. We'll just say to Andre, we'll see you guys there, and we'll deliver the hemp. But the hemp is collateral until we get paid.
How about we say she was legally married and get her to sign over this little house here, this little cottage, and the hemp?
Why don't you go ahead? Make a bargain roll.
All right, who's got a good bargain?
It's Edmund.
Yeah, this is all Edmund.
Okay, hang on a second.
We're like a Swiss Army knife when you put
Barsh-
us all together.
Yeah, Barsh was made for combat. Edmund is made for bargaining.
Is standard or what?
Yeah, go ahead and make a standard roll on that.
It's funny.
That was me using my education, by the way.
My education.
I'm gonna re-roll. Have another
Yeah,
coin.
yeah. I never got to use any of my misfortune. I'm disappointed. Oh, Mr. On the Dot all night.
It's like the third time you've done that. It's amazing.
Andre, he steps aside. I know it is like the odds of doing that 3 times, hitting the number. He takes Helena aside, and you can tell he's chatting with her, and he comes back, and she's standing back, and he steps forward. He goes, "Fine, the hemp, and we call it even. You find
Yep.
transport, you get it out of here. You find a buyer."
Works for me.
Yep.
All right.
Guys, I think we did pretty well on this.
Yep.
Cool.
So you guys need to acquire transportation to move these 3 bales of hemp, and yeah, you're sent on your way.
Wasn't
Go
it
to
on
Vorburg.
on its own wagon still?
Yeah, we just need to repair the wagons, I
They,
think, and get some
there were
horses.
traps. Remember? Yeah, the wagons are damaged. There was traps in the mud.
We'll have to clear the traps and
We'll
all
just
that
collect
crap.
Nick's character, who was like a repairman, anyways. So
Oh yeah, that's right. You followed up behind armies or whatever.
Camp follower.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Can't we
Yeah.
pay some of these non-locals to go get everything set up for us?
Oh, the hired help that are there. What are they called? The ones who work in the fields. Right? You're talking about those guys?
Yep.
Yeah. The laborers. I'm sure they could be persuaded.
Pay
Yeah,
some
there's enough
pennies.
money to go. This is worth a lot, right? The hemp is.
Well, I can't remember what we calculated it at.
Wasn't it like 150 crown or some shit? Or 300 something?
Altogether, I'll look into that. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, we'll give some of it for expenses, but
Yeah.
whatever you.
Well,
Yes
we'd
or
probably
no,
pay
so-
a few pennies to some laborers.
We're probably not the best hemp merchants either, so
You're now hemp barons yourselves.
that's right. That's right. So, well, Matt, thank you, man. That was fun. You did a good job.
Oh, thank you
Thanks,
very
yeah.
much. It was a lot of
That
fun.
was awesome,
and,
Matt. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I had a lot of fun running it, and by popular demand, you guys want to keep it going. So we're gonna lose one player, and that's Elric. But I think the remainder are going to continue on, and the plan is to do a few more sessions of Zweihander. We're having a lot of fun with it. It's a really
Nice.
cool system. It's a very cool world we're playing in, and I'm having a lot of fun. What do you guys think of combat? The first combat we had. What do you think of that?
We didn't die. It's a good one.
You did.
Yeah.
My sword's not sharp enough.
Now, if I had
Beware
made
my
those,
staff.
yeah, your staff was godly. If I hadn't made those guys minions or underlings, I think it would have been a much different story.
We would have died.
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it'll get grimmer and darker as we go, probably.
Right?
XP.
Yeah. Let's do 200 XP for wrapping this quest up.
Cool.
And all of the crazy things, there's a lot of different paths you guys could have gone here at the end with the crowds and the people and the pastor and Maximilian and the parlay, and you guys kind of hit some sweet spots, and you did a lot of things right the way you handled this, because it could have ended much worse and very bad for everyone involved. So yeah, you guys get some extra bonus XP
So we're
for that.
even.
Yeah, you're even.
This may take us into another tier, intermediate tier, right?
No.
No,
How
I
much
think-
you have? So we had 50 left over, so can we get 250?
I think you have a total of 1650.
You guys, I give you guys bonus XP and you're asking for even more. We're going to settle on 200 for wrapping it up.
I think you're like 4 skills short of another tier.
Yeah, that's about what I got.
So we're going to end the stream here. Thank you for everybody who watched us play this. We're going to be back next week for the same time. Thank you to Kuri, our new follower. I appreciate it. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Twitter for announcements for other games. We do other things. We're doing City of Mist on Tuesday. And it's fun. We appreciate everybody who comes and watches. Thanks so much. Have a good night, everyone.